Hey everybody! I am hearing from a lot of mamas and papas about their kiddos feeling stressed about the upcoming school year. So today I wanted to pull in one of our kid and family experts, Krista Curl. Krista, you get to work with so many kids and teens. What kinds of tips and strategies would you have for kids who are feeling stressed out about their new school year?
Well, the first thing I would recommend is go ahead and start your back to school routine at least a week before school starts. You want their bedtime routine set in place, and you even want their morning routine really set in place too. So really think about what you want your kiddo doing in the morning to get ready for school. You want to do this a week in advance, that way then they're all transitioned and good with that. That way you're kind of minimizing the number of transitions you're doing in a row the day of, and they're well rested and better ready to cope with new school year at the beginning of that week.
Awesome. Yeah, that definitely helps. What are some other strategies that you know really work well for kids?
I really like it when kids have an opportunity to kind of explore their space, play on the playground, see where they're lining up at the beginning of the day. I know schools have a back to school kind of warming welcome that they do for folks, but take your kiddo if they're feeling really nervous to kind of get used to it at their own pace.
Okay, so like an extra trip to the school playground, let them really get familiar with the building and the area.
Kids are physical creatures. If they are comfortable in that physical space and they have the time and patience to do that on their own, they'll feel much better about school at the beginning of the school year.
Okay. Now, what if I'm worried about how my kid's going to feel during the school day? What would be something I could do proactively?
Yeah. Sometimes little kiddos just need a bit of a pep talk. And because they're physical folk, you can get like a little object, maybe a little rock that they like, a little toy that could be part of their back to school supplies. And you can really give them a good pep talk about it. When you hold this, it means that you can do anything. Whatever your kid is struggling with, be it confidence or being like away from you for the day, this is what this object means. It means that you can do it, or it means mommy loves you. And that way they have it with them throughout the day. It's called a transitional object, and it just kind of helps them throughout the day as they adjust to something that's new.
Cool. So it's a nice little physical reminder. I believe in you. You got this.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, what about kids like my teens who are a little bit too old for that?
Yeah. So when folks are older and they're stressed out about school, be they middle school or high school age, it's usually peer related. They're usually stressed about the people being there, about what people would think of them. So I'm really a huge fan of kind of coaching them in advance. Be like, okay, so when are your friends going to be there? Who are your allies? Typically they're friends. When will you see them throughout the day? What will you be doing during lunch? And kind of walk them through their school day. Like, yeah, it'll be stressful. You'll be in these new classes with these new people, but you also have these resources there. And it's really hard for kiddos of that age to remember that. So if you kind of walk them through their day before their first day back at school, they will kind of have that in their back pocket the first day up and be like, okay, I have these friends, this is what I'm seeing them, and that'll help them with their resilience throughout the day.
So open up more conversations now about the flow of their school day.
Yeah.
And remind them that those buddies they're kind of like these touchstones that they get to see from time to time throughout the day to help them through.
Yeah, and kids are it's really hard for them to kind of navigate that on their own. So if you can walk them through their day, even kind of like in a sports psychology coaching kind of way, it can kind of help them mentally prepare for that kind of stress and like let them know who their resources are and what they can do to help themselves.
Okay, so be pretty concrete with them.
Yeah.
Great. Wonderful. Great tips. Good luck to all of you out there with your back to school transition. Thanks for watching.